Yes, as you can see, this is Silent Hill 3 trial version. And what's so special about the trial version? Well, nothing really. Except there are few small minor differences compared to the full version, which I am about to show you. First of all, we go to the options. And for some reason, I've played the full version as well. Choosing the options from the main menu, but also from the in-game menu, takes a hell of a lot of time to load. I mean, I don't know if this occurred in your version as well, but I've played the trial version, the DVD version, oh there it is, and the CD version, but they all come up after a long time. Now here we see in the background Heather on the platform later in the game. This is how many options, or how few options we actually have. And if we compare that to the full version over here, you can see here that there are some arrow symbols. Clicking on them will take you to extra options, configuration, and also the blood color. So the normal options, the button configuration is obviously not there. I don't know why. Sound? I think sound is not in there as well. But all the languages are there. French, German, Italian, Spanish, Korean, Chinese, and of course Japanese, which we are going to play in. No, I'm just kidding. Going to make the subtitles disappear. Vibration. I have tried to hook up my Xbox controller, but I didn't get it to vibrate. It did work actually, so without any installing of other programs. So I'm just going to leave that off, and this is all okay. Now the control type is 3D or 2D. Then I think they changed the name for control type, because if we have a look at this, which is the Silent Hill 3 README version 1.0. And it came with the demo, and it says that thank you for purchasing Silent Hill 3 for PC. The file contains additional information not found in the game manual. Well, that's interesting. If we go to, I believe it's controls, number 7, it says here that you can play it with gamepad, joystick, keyboard, and it's ports, analog sticks, vibration, which I can confirm. Now, by default, the control type is set to rotational style, which means that you press Q and E to rotate, and if the control type is set to directional style, your character will immediately move in the direction you press. So rotational style and directional style probably was confusing, so that's why they changed it to 3D and 2D style perhaps. So we can leave it at 3D type. So we're going to exit. We're not going to save the changes actually, because that's going to take even longer to reset, and I don't have that time. So let's, okay, yeah, obviously, another difference is that there is no saving or loading, and therefore you can't continue or load a game from the menu. And even if you copy some of the files from the full version save game data into the folder of this trial version, it won't show up. So tried it, but failed. Let's start. Now the action level. We can choose easy, normal and hard. And I'm going to choose hard. Now you can already see on the right side that there is no riddle level. So no riddles, no puzzles, but straight into the game. And I do hope you have played Silent Hill 3 before you watch this trial version, because there's just too many spoilers. This is just a massive introduction that only when you've played the game makes a lot of sense. Absolutely brilliant. The head here of the horse of the carousel. I could never figure out what that was, but it's actually the horse of the carousel. And if you're still listening and you haven't played the game, really you should delete everything you've seen so far and just allow yourself this wonderful, wonderful game. And when I say wonderful, I don't mean like Happy Bunny, because this is not really Happy Bunny, as you can see. This is Mutilated Bunny, kind of wonderful. It's grotesque wonderful. That can be praised, I think.
Where am I?
Heather's voice is absolutely perfect. Not in the HD version though. If you have that or planning to play the HD version, I would suggest looking at a few videos before you actually play that. Well, it's a sad story. We're going to have a little walk around here, because there's a board, some sort of map on there. Look at that. That's already quite cool. And I believe you can also, change the view. It says Lakeside Amusement Park. We've got 10 attractions. Pretty cool. Let's have a look. A huge map signboard. To the north, that is, if I keep going this way I'm facing, I'll find the roller coaster. Is this an amusement park? Well, yeah, you would think so. Although it's a bit of a creepy one, isn't it? I mean, we've got a dead rabbit here that needs some further examination. Oh, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? It looks there is, but I don't feel like making sure, and no, we're not going to. So this is actually the way you came from, but there's nothing there, so we're not going to venture in there. There's another bunny over here. There's a hole in the ground here. 2 holes actually, which you can fall into. We are not going to fall in there. And the reason why I chose hard is because on the normal level you can't actually fall in the hole in this demo, although you can fall in the hole on normal level in the full game. So I want you to witness the falling in the hole later on. Not now though. We're just going to have a little look at what's in here. Something strange in the cage-y box thing. A person? Not quite. Yeah, I don't really want to stare at that too long. Now there isn't really anything else to observe here, so we're going to go through this door. And we are being attacked by a dog who just barely missed us, but you can see you can actually defend against these attacks. Well, perhaps not against that one, but against the jumping ones you can, like that. And we need to take care of this K9. And we actually have quite a few inventory items to do so. We have a few weapons. The knife obviously isn't the best. We have the steel pipe. Handgun seems good. Submachine gun is a bit excessive. Now, what else have we got? Health drink, first aid kit and some bullets. And then as the items, well, we haven't got anything apart from a radio and a flashlight, which we can also turn off, but we'll keep it on for now. Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead. Now, oh, what the hell? There's a not so friendly closer coming at us, and we're going to see if we can just get rid of him a bit quicker using the submachine gun. You see that Heather can kick two different ways, kind of stomping and kind of kicking forward. I didn't realize this until later. You can steer heal the radio, and that radio will keep going because there are monsters, a lot of monsters on hard. Now all of these doors are locked. I mean, you can have a look, but the locks are broken. Ooh. That went my last bullet. Now, another thing I want to show you is that before going into the inventory, you can actually see the load and the save option on green, while the rest is all on red. And red actually works while green doesn't, so that's kind of a sort of a mindfuck for you there. Now we're already in red, so we're going to have a little nibble on this first aid kit, and then we're going to just take the handgun. You can actually block these attacks, as you can see, but I don't think that's quite realistic. I think they do take a bit of damage, but I just let him do his thing. See, this is the forward kick. This is the souvenir shop. And there's a rabbit picture on it. Now, isn't that nice? Now, there isn't actually anything to do in here, but I'm just going to show you the main things that you can have a look at. There are some boxes of cookies and chocolates on display. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating right now. There are some normal souvenir type toys here, and never thought I'd say normal in a place like this. Which is true, because it's not normal, is it? Now there are lots of different styles, but I don't really want any of them. I'm getting out of this nasty place. If they had any tools now, that'd be a different story, and this is actually some sort of notion towards later in the game where you actually revisit this place and there are some tools, or at least a key that can be found, as well as a save point and some health kits. I think there's an ampule or whatever it is over here. Now the bunny mouth part is stained red. It's disgusting, and it is. And some t-shirts. I don't think they'd help me at all. You can actually change a lot of Heather's costumes, which I think is a neat feature in the game. And that's it for the souvenir shop. So just love the well, I love everything about this game. Here's another door. It's broken. You can see on the right here, handmade doll toys, or it's not. Yeah, something like that. Just amazing artwork. Now, another big door over here, and that's shut tight as well. And this is where the road closes. Can't go past. But we're going into this door, and I'm just going to keep walking because there are quite a lot of these closers, as they are called, and I don't want to waste my ammo on them. Okay, another dog, and another dog, and some sort of monster. And they're all kicking my ass very hard. Now, inventory is actually green as well. I've never seen that before. That means I can't access it to get some health. So, have I died? Not yet. No, not yet. As you can see, we were very close, very close. But we're going to use some of that, which doesn't help much, as you can see. Now, I don't want to start shooting all these bad guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to head over. Why am I walking over here? I shouldn't be walking over here. I am messing this up. No, I'm just going up the stairs. Just made it. Oh! I didn't make it. Oh, it's the game over screen. That is a great game over screen, and hey, we also get the Silent Hill 3 coming soon. Oh, that's pretty amazing.
Where am I?
Well, this is actually quite amazing, and I just realized this for the first time, that Heather asks herself, where am I? And then you actually see the camera. Well, you see this viewpoint from above that that just zooms out, and that just it just struck me that that's actually a reference to Heather that is dreaming this all. It's sort of a premonition she's having. But I never really, saw the link or the significance of that zooming out, because we're still here. We haven't zoomed out. So every single detail in this game is thought through very, very well, and that's why I love this game so much. Now here we are at the staff entrance. It's locked. And we are going onto the tracks. And you can hear that the machine is still on. It's rattling away. I just love that sound. That was that eerie sound, and some more monsters breathing down our neck. It's yeah, it's really great. One thing I really, don't like actually, which annoyed me in the full game as well, is these the sound of the steps here. I know you're walking on some sort of iron grate, but this is way over the top, isn't it? Some sort of grating. Yeah, I don't know. But when it's so silent and you hear only this ding, 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 it was driving me crazy. That's what I wanted to say. So perhaps I'm a little bit more annoyed by it than you are. But here we come to the end sequence. You see that there's no game over screen, because in the full version you will wake up from your nightmare and start the real game. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Silent Hill 3 trial version for the PC. I also know that there are 2 different trial or demo versions for the PlayStation 2, which I will have a look at in the future, so stay tuned for that. But for now, it is exit time. Thank you, and bye bye.